Tomorrow morning in Vatican City, the public can begin saying farewell to the 88-year-old pontiff. They will flock to St. Peter's Basilica, where Pope Francis will lie in state for the next 3 days.
But it's not just in Rome where people will mourn and say goodbye. Services are taking place all over the world, leading up to the Pope's funeral in the Vatican on Saturday.
We'll have a live report from St. Pat's here in Midtown Manhattan, but we start in Vatican City with Eyewitness News anchor Mike Marza. Michael?
Bill and Sade, a cool, crisp night here tonight. They held a prayer service tonight, a rosary prayer service inside St. Peter's Square. And if you listen closely, you could hear songs echoing throughout the square. As you mentioned, in just hours, the public will finally be able to queue up. Huge lines expected as they begin 3 days of saying their final farewells to Pope Francis. A single simple coffin now holds the body of Pope Francis, a rosary around his fingers. A procession will usher it into St. Peter's Basilica Wednesday morning.
In a way, we are with the Pope's spirit, you know. When he passed, we were here in Italy.
The first of 3 days of public viewing. Well, the faithful are flocking here to St. Peter's Square, and you really do get a sense of the history unfolding here. We know when Pope Francis' funeral will be taking place. That's going to be 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, local time. It's going to happen right here in St. Peter's Square. New Yorkers Angel and Lisette Alvarez loved Francis.
He saw everybody, gays, women's, everybody was the same. And that's what I loved about him.
They captured one of his last moments alive, a surprise at Sunday's Easter celebration.
Somebody said, "Oh, the Pope is coming." And I'm thinking, what? So I got on top of a chair and I did this as he drove by. That was...
We were sitting very close.
Special.
Yeah, super. Super.
It's emotional for you.
Yes. Yeah, super.
The appearance meant a lot to Francis, too. His last words to his personal assistant: "Thank you for bringing me back to the square."
When the mass started, I noticed the voice was not the same.
Cardinals are arriving from around the world. 60 met today in what's called a general congregation, a 90-minute discussion to finalize plans to lay the people's pope to rest.
I would like people to remember him for his humanity, for his echo of hope.
Mentioned that funeral that would be happening here at 10 a.m. local time on Saturday. Some of the dignitaries expected to attend: President Trump, President Zelensky, and even Prince William. Cardinal Dolan, of course, on his way here to Vatican City. He's going to be participating in that conclave when that happens, and he'll obviously be attending the service.